Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Marzullo here, Ram Studio Comics. Welcome back. Forgive the low quality of my video setup here. I'm recording with my phone, as I normally don't do. But essentially, I wanted to show you real quick. This is a fan art piece I'm working on the iPad Pro inside of Clip Studio Paint, the CSP app. So I wanted to show you that it's entirely done on the iPad, so it feels pretty good to be able to create an entire piece on there. Also inking my comic Blackstone on here. I just want to show you some of the inks. I feel like it's doing a really good job with the drawing and inking process. Okay, I feel like the lines are pretty darn clean. A lot of people have complained about the slide on the screen. I am using a Tech Armor screen protector, and I know there's better ones out there like Paper-like and stuff like that that claim to have a better grip to them. But I feel like the slide isn't that big of a deal. I don't mind it. I actually like inking on it that way. But what I will say is that, you know, obviously nobody likes the subscription-based model. I get that. You do get it for free for 6 months to try out. But at the end of that 6 months, they're going to start billing you for $9 a month. So that's kind of, you know, whatever. People aren't real happy with that. I'm not either. But the idea that I can do full comic creation with all the tools that Clip Studio has, and it does deliver, it does work just like it proclaims and just like the desktop version, that's a pretty big deal if you're trying to make a comic like I am on some kind of deadline, which I totally don't hit, and I need to start hitting it. So production is paramount, you know. But I will say this: the pencils on it are a little bit less than desirable. You know, you see from back here, they probably look decent. I hope they look decent. But as you zoom in, you'll notice you get some artifacts. The dark pencil brush isn't the greatest, and I'll need to mess around and create some custom pencils. I've got a few I got to try to import and see how well they work in this. But you know, I've always felt that with Clip Studio Paint that the pencils could be a little bit better. For instance, if you go over to like Procreate's pencils are very natural feeling, not only just when you create them, but even the look. It actually looks like you're sketching over a pencil line. I mean, it looks and feels natural. So the drawing, I have to still give it to Procreate. Like, the drawing process is still a touch better. Here's one of Magneto I did that I thought was pretty cool, but then I posted it and hardly anybody liked it. Yeah, thanks everybody. I like it, but you know, whatever. Maybe it's the bad cape. I don't know. But anyways, you know, hopefully you see that the drawing. I'm sorry, I'm complaining about my art here. That the drawing is pretty spot on. It looks like drawing. So I might sketch more still in this one, and then bring it over for my full comic piece collaboration compiling inside of Clip Studio. There's Witchblade. Sorry, I didn't mean to like zoom in on her buttocks there, but you know, but I really enjoy drawing in this app. So maybe, you know, with some brush creation, we can close the gap. So here's a quick synopsis of pros and cons, because I'm really wildly impressed with CSP, but Procreate, you buy it, it's done, you own it. Clip Studio Paint, you're gonna have the monthly dues kind of thing. It does run and do everything. You've got perspective tools, you got full layers, blend, you got layers in Procreate too, but you got everything that you've come to expect from the desktop version here inside the app. It's highly functional. I'm sitting on my couch drawing on these two pieces of art and getting it done. You know, I just did, I finished up this panel and started this panel, and you know, so I'm able to produce it and then save it out and bring it to my desktop and get my comic done. So in that regard, it's worth it for me. I don't know if it's worth it for everybody. You got to make that distinction, whether or not you're working professionally or you're amateur, just doing fan art and having fun, whatever your deal is. But all in all, you know, there's I'll do a bigger head-to-head comparison because there's a lot to go over between these two. I will tell you this: they will both do it. You can get any app, program, whatever, to do what you got to do. It's just a matter of how many workarounds and how much time you have to spend to get it to do it. The beauty of this is it's going to do it all inside this one app now. Probably the only difficult thing, or not difficult, but you got to work around a little bit, is you got to work through Dropbox and move your files back and forth. But it actually works pretty seamless. And just so you know, you do all that up here through this icon, or right here, and file management. So it's not a typical file save as. You save as just to kind of name and designate your file types, but then use file management to move them back and forth. So again, I'll do some more head-to-head comparisons as we go. Hopefully this video is informative for you. Let me know what you think of the artwork and all that jazz. And as always, keep drawing, keep having fun, and I will talk to you soon.